Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the final episode of the Soul Reset series here on Talk Deep with G. Over the last 3 weeks, we've honored so much. The in-between, that lost feeling energy in week 1, the building safety importance, in our body and in our energy, right? Reconnecting with the heart space. All of these things are so integral to our reset health, okay? So if you haven't watched them, go ahead and check them out. I'll either link them here or in the description box. So that is so important to go ahead and make sure that we are following these safety grounding mechanisms so our body can feel safe and going ahead with a reset. And now today I'm excited because we are stepping into pillar 4, which is all about reclaiming your energy. And as a Scorpio, my being loves this topic, okay? So this is the moment where everything you've been working on this month comes together beautifully, seamlessly, because here is the thing. We leave pieces of our energy everywhere. We are spiritual beings first, right? And this can be in old relationships, old jobs we've left, and people's opinions of us, perceptions, in situations that have drained us. And sometimes we don't even notice it. I don't know about you, but we don't notice it until we feel exhausted for no reason, or restless, or like we are just not fully present, like we're in need of a reset. And that's often an energy leak quietly asking to be healed, my love. And over time, I think our energy becomes scattered as we feel just tired, and we feel disconnected from our full power, from God's power, from the child of God that we are, because energy is never created or destroyed, right? It remains alive as you remain attached to it. So think about that for a second. All the soul ties you may have had in your life, all of them, still attached, still operating in this universe. I read a quote at one point that said, everyone you've ever met knows a different version of you that doesn't exist outside of their perception. Wow. Re-listened to that a few times because when that first hit me and I was like, phew, that's wild to think, isn't it? So this is why this week is all about calling those energetic pieces back, so to speak, about fully stepping into the next season, whole, aligned, rooted in your power, in you. Not what others think about you or tell you to be or tell you to act, but just simply you, the love that you are, my love. And I'll tell you, I've been doing this work myself, and it's been one of the most life-shifting experiences I've experienced in a while, coming back to myself energetically, authentically, pulling my power back. Because when I called my energy back, I felt lighter, clearer, more grounded than I had in years and years. And I still do this, as I have strong energetic boundaries and practice this self-care often to give, given the line of work that I do. And I think it's important for you too. So I'm going to walk you through how to do this, the same thing today, okay? And you beautiful empaths watching this, I see you. This is something you need to do as an energy hygiene ritual, honestly, like an energy cleanse as often as you can, for sure, because it is huge and it is a game changer, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in. So let's talk about this for a minute. What is an energy leak exactly, right? So an energy leak is when your energy is still tied to something outside of you, a person, a memory, a situation. It's like you're giving more of your thoughts, your mental energy, your physical energy, whatever that looks like, even though it's no longer part of your life. That's often what happens, in this present moment, right? It's like having too many tabs open on your computer. Your system starts to slow down, and it may have served you in the moment, but you are in a new moment now, a new browser, now that requires your attention and your wholeness to feel at ease. So it's reclaiming your energy. It's like closing those tabs, bringing your power back into your own vessel so you can use it for what's happening right here, right now. And if you're like me, ruminating can be a part of your anxiety or even a habit. We get used to having these little neuro pathways in us, right? But have grace with yourself now, okay? And hearing this, because this is all about addressing the leaks so we can work on them and not have them going against us, working behind the scenes when we start to feel drained and we wonder why. So let's talk deeper for a moment here on this, okay? You can feel an energy leak when you think about something or someone from your past and still feel drained, still pouring into these older versions of you, these older narratives. You replay old conversations in your head. I know we all do this, even fresher ones, right? You feel emotionally exhausted after certain interactions, energy vampires, it's a thing. You notice when you're always doing what doesn't feel refreshing. You know, you're doing things but need that refreshing feeling. You just don't feel replenished. These are all signs that your energy is still tied up somewhere. It does not belong anymore, okay? And it's really happening to all of us. It always does. You know, we're energetic beings and it's natural. But here's the powerful thing. You can call back that energy anytime. You can reclaim it, yours. And when you do, you create space for fresh energy, inspiration, opportunities to flow into your life. You create space for manifestations to enter, right? And again, I'm speaking more from the spiritual lens here, not the psychological, mental health lens of anxiety, okay? Just putting that disclaimer out. But reclaiming your energy doesn't mean cutting people off or necessarily or living guarded, right? It means creating energetic sovereignty for yourself so you can decide, you and only you, who has access and what has access to you. It's saying, I choose to hold my energy in my vessel and I choose where it flows, okay? And this is the perfect way to close out, I feel like, this whole reset series, because I feel once you reclaim your energy, you move forward into this next season where you're connected, your aura's alive, intact, and you're just at your fullest. You know, there's none of that gunky energy and you're open for, you know, yourself and not other people's penetrating energy to come through. Now that we talked about energy resetting, right, here are a few, I'm going to say 4 ways to reclaim your energy right here, right now. So let's start with awareness. Very obvious, right? But just noticing where your energy feels tied up. Is it a chakra? You know, you can even journal about this. Like, where does my mind wander when I'm tired? Who or what am I still energetically carrying? Am I thinking about at night before I go to bed, in my dreams? You know, all of these awareness things really do bring answers for you. Okay, and number 2 is boundaries. Boundaries are energetic reclamation in action, my love. So saying no creates space for your big yes to have power, and that is huge, 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 huge. All right, so number 3 is ritual clearing. So energy does cling to a lot of spaces, you know, and objects like ex-lovers and stuff like that. So be mindful to clear your environment whenever your aura feels a little overloaded, okay? This can be opening windows, you know, using incense or rearranging a space to feel fresher. You know, I like my selenite wand for those who have been here for a while. I like to go ahead and cleanse my body, use sage, you know. I just love a good cleanse even after like a heavy phone call or having others in my space. It's really, truly a great reset. So number 4 is conscious closure. And the last one we have to talk about today, okay? So sometimes reclaiming energy means consciously closing a chapter. And some of you watching this are like, oh, I know. This could be even writing a letter you never send, you know, speaking your truth out loud to clear and unblock your throat chakra, or simply deciding to release attachment. These steps clearly help you in a sacred way, opening your sacred space. And next, we're going to practice calling your energy back after doing these, okay? Because this is such an important ritual to do. Okay, so as you know, I love doing guided visualization. So let's go ahead and jump right in again. So let's close our eyes if you can, if you're in a safe space to do so. We're starting, as always, with a deep breath in. And deep breath out. So let's imagine our self now, okay? We are in a safe, beautiful place. Go to the sanctuary, this fantasy land. This can be real. This can be made up. Wherever you feel like you are safe to just exist. There's peace here. There's comfort. Breathing still as we start putting ourselves in this new reality. Can be an open field, feeling the wind, beautiful, beautiful feet in the earth. Anything that moves you and feels comforting to you. Let this be your sacred space. You are comforted, you are held, and you are at peace here, okay? Keep breathing. This oasis holds your space sacredly, divinely. You don't have to do anything other than just being here. Resting, smiling, you're at ease. There's nothing on your mind. You're here now, resting in this space. Now follow me here. You are starting to notice these golden threads all around you, attaching from your body, almost like little tentacles. You're just observing them. And every single thread is attached to a person, a place, something that you are energetically tied to, almost like that red thread theory. Just observing these now. You can even run your hand over them like I'm doing. And one by one, as you're comfortable observing these, you notice that they start to extend and break away from you, floating away. You're releasing as you sit in this peace, in this stillness, in this warmth, basking in yourself. One by one, these golden little threads detach from you and go out into the distance. The further they get, the more you see them disintegrate slowly, glistening, having a little glistening trail behind them as the earth absorbs their energy. You can thank them now for your experience this person had with you, this place, this reality, this event, this old version of you, this new version of you. Whatever these energetic ties represent, you're releasing them now. You know they no longer serve your highest self, your being, and where you're really going. You're excited to bid them farewell, to see them absorbed into the earth and used as new energy elsewhere for other things. You're at peace with letting these go. You can allow yourself to feel any emotions that may come up from this. But as the last little remaining threads start to leave you now, you start to feel the lightness. Deep breath in. Out, releasing the last thread that we have attached to us. The last energetic tie. Wow, do you feel lighter, airy, more at ease? These threads don't have any binding effect on you anymore. I'm feeling your sacral chakra feels more expanded now, more open. Doing some Reiki on you now, going through, putting hands on your stomach, releasing some of that tension, that emotional stagnation there. You seem to have a lot of it, my love. And slowly, slowly you start to walk in this oasis, in this safe space, just slowly, gently, feeling lighter on your feet, in your aura, in your essence, in your presence. You're walking home now, happy, happier, content, energetically free. This is the place to be, my love. You, all of you, fully expanded in all of your own energy. You welcome this new beginning. You're excited. You're ready. And you so got this. And when you're ready, you can arrive back home in your body again. Opening your eyes when you're ready, gently, coming back to it. Now I want you to put your hands over your heart and say with me, okay? You can say it silently, aloud, or even a little whisper. I call my energy back to me. I am whole. I am here. I am ready for the next season to begin. Only my energy, an energy I accept through love and light, is allowed into my being right here, right now. Namaste. Let me know in the comments, my love, one word that came up for you, and go ahead and reply to that comment to go deeper with your experience through this meditation if you feel called. I'd love, love, love to hear for your thoughts and what came up for you, because this is quite an expansive experience for sure. All right, Angel, your integration this week is to notice where your energy feels scattered and gently call it back daily to you, okay? This is a great reset at the end of the day, especially a long work day to do for yourself too. So this can be as simple as just placing your hand on your heart like we did at the end of the day, saying, I call my energy back to me. Anyone else's energy, I ask to leave my space now. Amen. However that feels right for you. I think for me, saying in loving light energies only, stuff like that really does help recalibrate and recenter yourself in your own space and your own energy. So you can also create an end of week or like an end of day ritual, lighting a candle, visualizing any of those invisible threads that you may have picked up during the day, releasing and grounding into your body again. And I think this reset really does become your foundation. And I love doing this. And I think it really does help get you in the routine of like, oh, no more energy vampires, or, oh, I feel like I'm losing energy there. Let's pull in that, close that leak, right? And I think it's powerful to get in the habit of doing that, especially for my empathic, highly sensitive souls. And just like that, we have completed the Soul Reset series, my love. I am so happy to have done this with you the entire month of August. I feel like we can really jump into September on a really, really great foundation. You've paused, you've created safety, reconnecting with your heart, and reclaiming your energy. And now you are stepping into a new season, whole, grounded, and alive. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it for you. So I'm so dang proud of you. I always say this, but I want you to know that if you don't have other people in your life to tell you this, I'm so proud that you're showing up for yourself, for giving yourself, in this space. And thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I love having you here, a part of this community. And I want you to go ahead and share in the comments what your favorite part of this series was. I really, really would love to hear your thoughts. And remember, a reset isn't something that just happens once a year. You can come back to these practices anytime you want, anytime you need them. I do them daily sometimes, honestly, to help myself, especially doing readings and doing anything like that, where I open myself up for energy. And I think it's a really great protective mechanism for yourself in order to give for yourself more, not only for you, but for the world, right? And I revisit these episodes, myself too. So if you want to go ahead and do that, leave some comments, go ahead and share what you're celebrating, and I would love to hear. So thank you for being a part of this journey with me. And until next time, remember that I am whole, I'm here, I am ready, and I will see you very soon, my love. Bye for now.